Hello. Um, I didn't I didn't really put any structure to this video. I thought I was just gonna go and talk about like um structure, maybe a little bit of philosophy on why I play this game probably. And to like this is basically a diary of how I want to like improve myself, right? Okay, my controller is kind of fucking up. Okay. Hold shields. Okay. So what I mean by structure is having like a plan, right? When you try and when you play an opponent, you have like what do you want to do in this matchup, you know? Having like a game plan, right? It's basically having a game plan but like in a structured way for friendlies. Like what do you want to improve on? Like no ego friendlies. Like you don't care if whether you win or lose. You just care about did I do this correctly? Hit the f- um did I hit the frame one link, right? So let me put on act out of lag. Like did I hit the frame one link, right? Do you see there? Did I hit the frame one link? Is my execution tight enough that I can hit this like 50% of the time, right? And I think most people, because I heard one of my competitors, one of my friends, said that neutral is more important than uh, punish in this game, and I'm like, that doesn't really make any sense. This game is not ultimate. In ultimate, you get one good hit, you get the punish, right? And then you go back to neutral like again and again and again and again. I mean, this game is purely mostly punish. There's to get a good neutral, you need a good punish to begin with, right? So, because it doesn't really matter get if you get the first hit. If I can hit you and then hit you hard enough that you die from one singular interaction, what is the point of all that neutral shenanigans when I can just kill you, right? The game is the game is for getting stocks. It's not about anything neutral. It doesn't make any sense. If that's how you want to look at the game, then yeah, sure, but it is not the core of the game that is not the core of the game that you're looking for. And I feel like having having that having that promotes you to be a worse player than you are right now, because if all you're thinking about is neutral, then what the fuck is the point of you playing this goddamn game? You see these beautiful combos as Falco. He plays Falco, by the way. So he sees these beautiful combos as Falco and just tries to get laser. He doesn't practice pillaring, he doesn't practice tech skill. What's the point? You know? I feel like if you if you trust your execution enough where you don't have to worry about if I can just get one good hit in, it's over, you know. If I can get one good hit in, it's over. Like what what's the point of having an amazing neutral when you can only get one good hit in, right? If you can't extend that hit to 3, to 2, to 3, to 4 hits, what's the point? And I feel like that I feel like that type of philosophy in this like very punish game now, like after 2020, the fucking Melee just turned into a very punish oriented game, I would say. For that, it was punished before, but it was more of a balance than normal like punish game. It was more of a balance of neutral and punish game, but after 2020, after the pandemic, like everybody knew how to punish Falco, everybody knew how to punish Fox, because everybody labbed everything, everybody labbed every single interaction that there can be as like as a fast faller, right? Like look at Zane. He wouldn't be number one if he couldn't punish that fucking amazing against like Cody, right? It doesn't make any sense. Yes. Oh, fuck. But having that kind of philosophy, just I think it doesn't make any sense for this game specifically. If you wanna play like a good neutral game, then uh play Street Fighter, you know? Why is my controller acting like this? Play Street Fighter, you know? That game's neutral is so interesting, right? Because of footsies. This game has footsies, but it's not really emphasized. Like, I'll also look at Tekken. Tekken is also a very punish-oriented game, right? You wait for the timing as a character, and then you appropriately punish. You wait for them to do a bad move on frame advantage. You got frame advantage. You wait for your turn. You get the punish. But also like the execution that comes with Tekken, right? You have the Mishimas, which have a one frame link. The electric. You also have another one frame link, the fucking perfect electric. No, that's a three frame link. It's a three one frame link. So you have to do 3 frame perfect, like 60 frames per second, 60 frames per second input perfectly 3 times in a row. That's like really difficult. This is a one frame link, right? This is the one frame link. Pivot tipper, right? This is a one frame link. I can't hit this consistently. I cannot. Like, this is already super hard. Like, it's already super hard unless you pivot. Unless you pivot on the frame, or you do an empty pivot and then hit it. So I think it's kind of like not having any structure to how you improve means you become a less player than you are right now. Because like I try to oops. Why man? Because of how you structure yourself and how you try to improve yourself in the game. Okay. What the fuck? And so I feel like when you're at the point where you have to worry about you have to worry about this or that, you have to worry about um how do you neutral this, how do I get this laser, how do I put myself in a position where laser can hit close and I can get like a forward smash out at that at like 50%, so you can try to edge guard them. What the fuck? I feel like if you don't worry about that first, like if you don't worry about punishing correctly and punishing super 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 hard, and you just worry about neutral, I feel like there's no point in you playing this game and you should probably quit. You should, if you're not gonna try and practice tech skill, if you're not gonna practice how you hit your opponent as hard as you can and try to kill them, what's the point, you know? That's why I feel like his philosophy is very different than mine, because I try to always practice tech skill, and I feel like he's wasting his potential as an actual player. Ooh. And I think the idea of just not like pushing yourself to a position where you do have that mentality of I just need to play. I just need to play, you know. Um Probably second chapter of this is me gonna talk about mentality. For the longest time I felt like I was like a super super toxic player to myself. Like I was like I need to fucking play better. I know I can play better. And I didn't I I gave myself the expectation of I have to where I have to like play the fucking best I can every single day for like the whole existence of my life basically. And I felt like that was like hindering myself as a player and as probably as a human being, because like why the fuck would you put expectations on yourself, right? I If you just want to play the game, enjoy yourself, you know, have some good times with your friends, with your mates, like, you know, just try to improve yourself, and you worry about your results. I feel like that loses most of its charm after like I don't know, a few years, maybe a few months, if you're like genuinely trying to improve, right? Having a bad mentality is fine. I feel like you can still improve. You can still put like anger, still put like jealousy, envy, all that type of shit into passion. That does work. But I feel like if you do have a good mental and you are like genuinely trying your best, that could speed up your improvement rate by like fucking 10 times, like no questions asked. So, as I said before, mentality does play a role, but I feel like if you're not kind to yourself and understand that sometimes you just fucking play like shit, man. Sometimes you just fucking play like an absolute dog water player. Like, you don't give yourself the kindness to, forgive yourself by playing badly. What the fuck? Um, you don't give yourself the kindness to play badly. I feel like you should probably reevaluate how you treat the game and how you treat yourself as a human being, because I feel like it's basically a waste of time, right? It's you putting pressure on yourself that you don't need. You don't need to have that pressure unless you are at the peak, you are at the summit, like you're the number one player in the world, right? You're like the number one player in your home country, right? Let's say. If you don't give yourself the kindness, the willingness to uh, to lose, it's just a downward spiral into like you just not bettering yourself and having a toxic relationship with the game. But you can go through with it. It is possible to play through with anger, with anger, with um envy and all that type of shit. But I feel like it's not really worth your time. Oops. It's not really worth your time and your commitment, since that is super annoying as a player, right? You'd be like super fucking annoyed. God damn it, why did I lose, man? I know I fucking played better. You're basically Johnning at that point. Um and so like I still feel this way when I play like fucking joke characters, right? I still feel this way sometimes when I fucking play like ice climbers. What the fuck am I supposed? Why are you fucking playing ices, bro? Why, man? Why? Why do you gotta do this? Like, why do you gotta put me through this? I don't wanna play this. But when I play Donkey Kong, or when I play any fucking other like mid tier, I'm like, why the fuck? Why do I have to play this? And so I'm just like, god damn it. I'm putting myself in a position where I feel worse than my opponent, since they just win because I'm pissed off. And I don't give myself the inclination to just fucking own up to my loss and just try my best, you know? Yeah. Okay. Probably 10%. And if I don't give myself that kind of kindness, I feel like as a player, you lose some sense of yourself, and that's kind of what I worry about. As like a as like a player, right? Okay, it's 50. Let's try 40. Okay. Oops. Didn't mean for that. Oops. Nope. And I feel like as a player, you yourself have to put yourself in a position where you can try, and you can try and like improve yourself in a way where you don't have to worry about anything. Oops. Okay. It's right here. And if you don't give yourself the kindness to do that, I feel like kind of it's hard to explain how you would feel as a player, right? It's hard to understand how you would feel like when you try and do that. It it kind of helps when you're not thinking. You just have to worry about like one thing, but I don't know. Having the idea of being able to forgive yourself through fucking bad shit just helps, man. It just helps. Be kind to yourself when you play this fucking game, because this game is fucking hard. Man, it's fucking hard, man. Everything is fucking hard in life. You just have to try and forgive yourself. Ooh, I'm turning. And if you are willing to forgive yourself and try to improve, you'll probably get better than like 99% of fucking 99.99999 fucking percentile of the players in Melee. And also, I feel like understanding that somehow you might not be the best player uh, of today, but you can be the best player of tomorrow, right? It doesn't. You don't have to check your performance every single day. Like, I played amazing this day. Now I played shit this day. Like, you don't have to worry about that. I feel like most people uh, worry about that, and they don't like give themselves like time to adjust. Like, give themselves time to adjust on how they should, try and improve themselves. But I feel like that's maybe not my expertise. Cause I'm just a. I feel like I'm a fucking bronze player in goddamn Slippy ranked, man. Like, I worry about some things that just might not be fucking important in the grand scheme of things. And understanding that something just might not be, good to worry about. I don't know, this is just me rambling, but like, I feel like as you get older, you understand that. Oops. As you get older, you understand that some things just aren't. You just don't have to worry about that shit. You just don't worry. Just don't worry about shit. You just don't have to worry about shit, and you're gonna be fine. You don't have to worry about melee. You don't have to worry about anything in life. You just try to improve yourself and yourself alone, right? And if everybody can go like chill out and worry about their lives, but you have to worry about yourself and yourself first, right? Okay. Oops. Like before I genuinely really started playing this game, like genuinely, I was a fucking Game and Watch player, bro. I loved Game and Watch, but in my country there were no Game and Watches that I could base my play off of. Nobody could tell me that, you know. Nobody could tell me what I was doing wrong, what I was doing right. And I was like blind as shit. I was like, I'm gonna bash my head through the wall and just fucking push it with Game and Watch, right? But I'm like, it wasn't really worth it since I had no structure. I didn't watch any videos. I didn't watch any like, I basically had no motivation to improve myself. Um, I still play Game and Watch some time from time to time, since Marathon Game & Watch was pretty easy. The first time I played this game, I played Marth because I saw a video and like Big Sword was like cool as shit. I didn't have to worry about like my timing because I was like Big Sword, Big Reach. I don't have to worry about you. I can just hit you and then you wouldn't hit me. But then as I grew to learn more of the character, I do have to learn the timing since Marth use the arch uses arcs as his attacks. So it's kind of fucked. Not like Fox where you don't have to worry about shit because you have Nair, you have Drill, you have Up Air, you have Bear, you have fucking Fair isn't really useful, but Fair is still good. But learning a character that might that might edge cancel. Oh my god. Nice edge cancel. But maybe um I like do practice like pretty consistently. I practice like almost every day, but I don't worry about I don't need to worry about my results since when you're living in fucking oh my god. I need to rant about this. When you're living in Asia server, when you're living in fucking Asia where there's basically there is a scene here. It's just so small that um it basically feels like you're playing fucking alone, bro. There are some helpful people. Shout out to Yeti. Yeti exists. That guy is an actual goated fucking person. That guy was super patient with how the players, with players and me specifically. Also, Crank. Also, Saints. That guy's a really. The guy I was talking about who was emphasizing neutral over punish was Saints, but I still respect the guy. The guy's neutral game is nice. His punish is a bit lacking, but it is the mix up of the century. Like if you prioritize different things, that's how you play. I'm not gonna argue with you. That's on you, right? So I don't really argue, but it if you can hit and if you die in one fucking grab, then what the fuck is the point of that neutral? I'm just saying, bro. That's all it is. So I'm probably gonna end it here after I finish this fucking exercise. I'm probably gonna keep fucking playing exercise after this, but yeah. Also, I do need to fucking get the one frame links, try to improve my fundamentals. I always worry about fundamentals a lot when I'm playing this game. You worry about mixes, you worry about fundamentals, you worry about your execution. That's all this game is, very execution based, right? And so as things go by, you understand that some shit is fucking very hard to hit. Like um like like this. Wait, let me set it up. Um, if you try to hit this specifically as Martha, it's super difficult. No. Finish shields, and then stale. Input display there, and move staling off. That is super difficult to hit. Behavior shield. There we go. You see me hit it there, but it is really fucking difficult to hit. You see me hit it there, but it's really difficult to hit in actual match if you're trying to do shield pressure. And you have to worry about fucking spacing this to try to hit the shield. Wait, go in, go in, yeah. I love Marth as a character. He's super fun, super difficult since I have to worry about my spacing. Have to worry about Dipper, have to worry about late Dipper. Wait, if I get the middle hit, if I have to get the close hit, if I have to get the fucking... This is so hard to practice, especially like late hit down air. Also early hit down air into grab. I saw like a Marth go for... Oops. I saw a Marth go for... I saw a Marth go for down their grab, and it's super difficult. I said I would steal that shit, but it is very difficult to get. Okay, let's see. No. Maybe poke? See if I can poke Falco. Nope. Yes, okay. No poke here, yeah. Only on his back foot. But I can poke after. That's right. Infinite. Yeah. Anyway, I'm probably gonna end this here. My rant is over. If I can get a cool clip before I end this. Okay. Wonderful. Yeah. Save. Oops. Nope. Go back. Save. Nope. Save. Nope. No. Okay, whatever. Goodbye.